The pharmaceutical news and take bribes and kickbacks from them during election time. Car companies give them money, bribe them up. They're a massive bailout. How do we massively bail out an industry that's so far behind the times? It should never be bailed out because we punish all the good car makers when we bail out the bad ones. But these are death mobiles. We're subsidizing the death industry again. And the government's insinuated in every kind of death industry, well, all along during elections and everything, we're looking out for our safety. That's what theoretically why marijuana's banned, just to make you safe. Oh, is that it? Wow. That's awesome. Thank you for your compassion. Look at that. And I hope to be jailed for your... And so therefore we have to jail you for your own good. We have to take away your children for your own good, for your own health. We have to take away your car because you don't sell marijuana anymore. Although how those are related, I don't know. Right? And so on it goes. Then I ask myself, well, what the fuck is it all about? I've been doing this for 20 years. It doesn't make any sense. Marijuana's great. It's helpful. It helps millions of people. It's a balm and a salve. It's historically got so many precedents, it should be unquestioned. It goes back historically longer than any known form of fiber, any known form of paper, any known form of salve, balm, and it's analgesic. It takes away headaches. It works in a contemporary setting as well as an ancient setting. The evidence is in. Marijuana is an incredible plant, the greatest plant on earth. And it's here for a reason. We co-evolve with it. You know, that's why humans are cultivating it on every corner of Earth. And the plant is very smart. Marijuana is a very smart plant. It adapts to whatever environment it's in. And that's one good thing about prohibition. It's turned millions and millions of people into marijuana farmers. We know all about marijuana. We can grow it anywhere. And we will grow it everywhere. We're going to continue to overgrow the government. And we have an obligation to do it for the planet's sake. We have an obligation to do it for freedom's sake. We have an obligation to do it for our sake. We have an obligation to do it for our health's sake. We have an obligation to do it because we need to have a revolution to get rid of this prohibition. The more successful the revolution will be. And you have many different missions I'm going to give you before I go away to jail in September, October. And the reason I'll tell you why I'm going to jail, by the way, I think there's a loose end I haven't tied up somewhere. Oh yeah, why is marijuana illegal? That's the loose end. Because none of it makes sense. It's not for our health. It's because they have to control us. Because who are the marijuana people? Well, we don't believe in the dogma. We're not into the book of the Bible that all the answers are there. We don't think all the answers in the book of the law. Pot people are skeptics. We're critical thinkers. We're free thinkers. We're not buying your one book dogma. We're not buying the political necessity of controlling all the people so you can save us from ourselves. Right? Making $50 billion. Well, you're good money manager. You're good at the drug war. It gets worse every year. We should reward you. Right? We should reward you, Mr. $50 billion debt. I mean, everything this government's doing is wrong. The country's in worse shape. We're still at war after, 7 sick fucking years in that place over there. Doesn't make any sense. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to make sense. Because the only purpose of government is to control the people and their tastes and their predilections and their choices and their options until you have no choices or options whatsoever. Until everything that's legal kills you, and anything that's spiritually valuable is illegal and banned, and you can't have that knowledge. You even want you to have books and magazines about marijuana, but fortunately, when they passed that law in 1987, I was able to overturn that law in 1995. So we only had complete censorship for 8 years in a free and democratic society of marijuana literature, right? But marijuana prohibition carries on without any letter. Why? Because we are free thinkers. And every government from the beginning of time has persecuted its free thinkers no matter what country it's in, whether it's China where it goes on today, whether it's South America where it goes on today, the United States where it's here. It's the critical thinkers, the free thinkers, the people who don't buy into the government dogma, the people who are skeptical, the people who won't accept and be obedient. You have to submit in this country or you will pay. And that's what government is all about. And it's the same in every country on earth, in every time, in every place. Historically, there is only one purpose of government, and it is to control and oppress you. Every time human beings get freedom, it comes at the expense of government. Every time government gets more power, it comes at the expense of our freedom. There's no second ground there. It's and or. If they succeed, we lose. When the people win, the government must lose. The only way we can be free is if the government loses, and loses its power, loses its control, loses its legitimacy. It should have no legitimacy. The fact that people even consider our government legitimate is shocking and cruel. Endless wars abroad, fabulous, unbelievable deficits at home, endless war amongst its own people, getting worse, violence on the street due to government policy and prohibition. Everything is getting worse under government because government is unqualified to rule, it's incompetent to rule, it can't rule, people are meant to be ruled. peaceful, honest, consenting solutions to all situations. Government, and mark my words, this is most important, government is the exclusive monopoly of force, and they can control you with every time they pass a new law, it's putting a gun to your head. You know, there's a phrase that says, oh, democracy operates with the consent of the government. Well, that were true, we wouldn't need any laws. We'd all agree, right? Because they've got our consent. But every time they pass a law, it's them admitting they don't have our consent. They've got to compel us because we wouldn't normally do it. So they've got to put a gun to our head, known as a law, and then they compel us to obey them. And who are these people that pass laws? Look at these politicians. Look at England, for example, where every single politician is on the tape, stealing from the taxpayer, having their moats cleaned with it, buying porn with it, buying extra properties, dodging taxes. Dozens and dozens of people, members of Parliament in England, have had to resign the last month because they have been revealed to be cheap, dishonest, petty looters of the public treasury. And at the same time, these are the people telling us how we morally should live through their laws. Government is corrupt at every really important level, not because they're on the take. People are always on the take in some way or another in government, but because they presume to be morally fit to govern us and tell us how to live, and these are the same people that have been putting 2 million people away for 45 years. They are unfit to govern. They are unworthy to govern. It's immoral to govern.